Most people first heard about neural networks somewhere around 2022 with ChatGPT. And hearing words like neural network sounds more like biology than AI or machine learning. But it is an adaptation of what inspired few scientists in 1943 that initially tried to mimic how neurons activate on a biological level. So taking the inspiration from biology, maybe we can just put together several inputs, weigh them, and fire it if it meets a certain threshold. This simple but powerful idea is still how LLMs today work underneath. After many iterations back and forth between different challenges that eventually led to more advanced versions of neural networks, we still lacked one important feature, which is the ability to actually train the network. While we could mimic the activation of neurons and tweak the knobs to behave in a certain way, it wasn't until the late 1980s when backpropagation was popularized. Without this backpropagation, training neural networks was really difficult. And now with backpropagation, we could now define the error function that start guiding the model to trace its errors backwards to essentially organize the weights to minimize the loss. And now, not only we have the neural networks that can mimic activations, we have a neural network that can be trained. Now, looking at this progression, it might seem like neural networks could now be used for mass production, but unlike now where graphics cards are so advanced, hardware back then had a huge limitation. Neural networks, while an extremely clever design, could not actually be scaled because hardware back then didn't have an accelerator that could handle this kind of operation efficiently. And neural networks by nature are more useful the bigger they are, which means below a certain size, it's better to just write code and act deterministically. That's why neural networks are often referred to as universal function approximator, because the neural network isn't specifically programmed like code, but rather it aligns itself given the objective to minimize error that's been measured in a loss function. Now, once graphics cards finally caught up, another breakthrough moment happened in 2012 when few scientists entered an image classification competition using neural networks-based architecture that was trained using two graphics cards. This is what paved way for deep learning that we know of today, when all the stars finally aligned between model architecture, the hardware, and the industry that's finally ready for disruption given the huge dataset that are now available thanks to the internet. Neural networks now are the core ingredient of a lot of different model architectures, even beyond image classifications or CNNs. There are other types that are based on neural networks as well. Now, looking at these different expressions of neural networks, not all these architectures are meant to compete with each other. And we're still experimenting and pushing the boundaries on how far we can take these base neural network architecture to learn, generalize, and solve complex problems that we face today.